Hello and welcome back to Lunacid. This is episode 20. In the previous two episodes, we were re-exploring a lot of the available play space because we had to rush and make use of the full moon. Now in that time I was kind of in a hurry because of that. And I want to kind of apologize for that because I myself felt terrible rushing through the game, probably missing a lot of things again. However, I felt too pressured to find the thing that is really important and that you can only do during the full moon. And so after trials and tribulations, we found a broken blade, or broken sword? Broken sword, I believe. Interestingly, it is a material. Broken sword. What remains of a knightly arming sword, however, it has been broken by strange magics that keep it within a twilight state of being. I find it very peculiar that we are unable to do any form of alchemy with it, even though it is classified as a material. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe we still need to do something before performing alchemy on it. Maybe performing alchemy on it is what will turn it from a material into a weapon or an item. I just don't quite know yet. So we need to find that out. It's allegedly very, very important, so I'm very eager to see what we can achieve today. What's up? Nice of you to drop by. Yeah, okay. Anyone. Hello, Valnek. Life goes on even in a place such as this. Kaka. I need anything? Sure. Now, one of the ideas that I had was maybe we need to show this item to an NPC like Patchouli. Have I ever told you the fable of the king and the basilisk? I do not recall. Well, I can't remember for some reason. There was a king. And a famine, I think. And the king sent his knights to help the famine. Or with the famine. But something happened. And the realm of the king, the disease, and night. Something about... Oh, I remember. The king wore a brilliant yellow crown, only it wasn't a crown at all, but a halo. Are you talking about yourself? Not Calamis? What? No, that sounds different. A circular blade, separating his heart and head. But while he shed his skin, another adorned it like a yellow molded glove. And no matter how much time passed, no matter how many came and left the realm... Wait, no. That's not right, is it? I'm sorry, Valnek. What was that about? I've never heard this story before. I mean, we kept on coming back to Clive to talk to him, and he always kept on repeating how, I don't know, Valnek defeated the Cursed Knight Suxarius or whatever, but that was a new story. How ya been? I'm sorry, Valnek. What's going on here? Salutations, always nice to see you. See yourself doing any alchemy today? Probably. While editing the previous episode, I noticed that I was confused. Because you see, the alchemy system here keeps on filtering possible matches for your recipes. And we kept on running out of certain items, like destroying angel mushrooms or ichor ilba root. And it seems there is a combination of ichor ilba root with bones that also takes onyx. For some reason, I was convinced that I have to combine bone and onyx with something, or ichor ilba root with bones or something. But I didn't realize for some reason that I can combine all three of them. Is that a new recipe? Staff of Osiris. There we go. Haha. I don't understand why some of these are just glitched and don't display any text at all. Okay, so we have a recipe for the Staff of Osiris, which kind of makes more sense now. It was one of those items where I was convinced we should be able to craft it, but I never figured out how. Yeah, ichor ilba root just seems to be kinda rare. Took me a while last time to find it. Most of the ichor ilba creatures dropped snowflake obsidian or something. So there is still 2 unknown recipes. I think I will have to go run around a bit, collect more destroying angel mushrooms, collect more ichor ilba root, and then we can experiment more with alchemy. I'm too curious to see what these things are going to be, these last 2 recipes. Onwards to the forest. Actually, I had just mentioned that maybe we need to show this blade to Patchouli? There's not many other NPCs around who are interested in magical stuff. Maybe Patchouli can restore the blade? I don't think we spoke to her since we received that blade, did we? Oh, you're still alive. Wow, 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 look at you. Anyway, you want to take a look at anything? No. Okay, then we just hunt down some alchemy ingredients in the forest, I guess. Alright, we have 4 destroying angel mushrooms now. That's enough, I guess. Let's grab more ichor ilba root. Alright, we have 3 ichor ilba roots now. Let's check this. So, the 2 recipes that we do have with ichor ilba root are spectral candle with ectoplasm, ichor ill brute, and fire opal. And then we have onyx, ichor ill brute, and bones. Now if we select ichor ill brute, either onyx and bones or ectoplasm and fire opal. Okay, so that's all known stuff. Good. What about the destroying angel mushroom now? There's a lot of stuff with destroying angel. Have we ever tried destroying angel 3 times? No. Destroying angel tries and bloodweed? No. Ocean bone shard. There we go, 2 destroying angel mushrooms and a lotus seed pod. Oh, we probably ran out of lotus seed pod. Yeah, I should grab those 2 before I do serious alchemy. Destroying angel mushroom and 2 ocean bone shells. Destroying angel mushroom, ocean bone shard, and bloodweed. So hold on. Destroying angel, ocean bone shard, ocean bone shard. Ocean bone no. Ocean bone shell, and then bone shard and bloodweed. Oh no, 2 destroying angel mushrooms and lotus seed pod. Okay. Yes. We have a lot of these actually. Guess that makes sense. So we didn't learn anything. Which is curious. Can we still not select anything to combine with you? No. How is this possible? We still have 2 unknown recipes. Fiddlehead doesn't combine with anything. Vampiric ashes don't combine with anything. If they would combine with each other into one recipe, we should see this here, right? It should not filter everything out. So do we have other stuff that has no combinations? Fire coral. Nothing. Fire coral doesn't combine with anything? I don't... Fool's gold. Doesn't combine with anything either. I am at a loss. So having destroying angel mushrooms and ichor ill brutes didn't really do anything now apart from giving us the recipe for the Staff of Osiris. Which I mean is kind of cool enough, but so Clive, about that story. Have I ever told you about the Lyrian mage Calamis? I'm not sure. One day a speckle of moonlight liquid fell from the sky and landed on Calamis while he was walking through the garden of Lyria. This burdened him with a vision, one which he was greatly disturbed by. The Great One, awakening from the depths and bringing an end to the age of magic. Calamus acted quickly and ventured across the known lands, collecting powerful, holy, and dark magic. Using these, Calamus would perform a forbidden rite to enhance the poison fog that would lull the Great One back to sleep. Interesting. Under the pale grey sky, he conducted the ritual and caused the great moonfall. Really? The moon had been steadily dissolving and carving a crevice into the earth above the Great One before, but now it flowed in a great torrent of glistening silver. While successful in his mission, this event also destroyed the once great kingdom of Lyria, and Calamus along with it. At least I think that's how it happened. My memory ain't that good. Is he telling us new stories because we have this blade now? I find it very suspicious that this kind of correlates. Fascinating. Will he have more stories if we just teleport away and back again? We have another level up. Intelligence. I didn't mean to summon you. Oh my goodness. So this is not a full moon thing? Huh, interesting. So, Clive, do you have more stories for us? Have you ever heard of the cursed knight Saxarius? Actually, yes. Oh, my bad, another time then. Suspicious. Why is he not telling interesting stories then? Does it depend on where you teleport from? That would be insane, right? Did I ever tell you about the Great Witch who escaped the Great Well? You did. Oh, my bad. Another time, then. Okay. Man, I really don't know how to... take these stories from Clive. It feels like he's mostly adding world building and character backgrounds to people that we have seen or sometimes that we would see later on. Like how he told us about Saxarius before we even met him, I think. And he told us about Uxvehard before we found the gigantic skull thing. And at some point it felt like he was trying to nudge us towards certain of these things having secrets. But then he stopped talking about them. Like, we haven't heard of Uxvehard for a while. Right, he hasn't suggested telling us of Uxvehard. And I don't know how to understand that. Is it purely random and I'm overinterpreting? Is there nothing for us to do with Uxvehard, which is why he doesn't tell us about it anymore? He also at some point told us about the Rat King down in the sewers. And he stopped talking about that as well. It's mysterious. Maybe I'm just trying to cling to any form of nudges the game is trying to give me? And completely overinterpreting stuff? I don't know. Still so fascinated that we were able to break this thing. Does that mean anything? Does that mean we're now strong enough to break stuff that we couldn't break before, and that might give us access to stuff we never could do before? I don't know. Oh yeah, I wanted to share with you that I have been given more information about one item. Specifically the, what's it called, the sphere, dusty sphere of something, dusty crystal orb. So I was too suspicious about this item apparently. I kept on thinking that there's something we need to do with it, or that we need to take it somewhere for something to trigger. It's just very suspicious that you receive this item after you kind of wake up the old one. However, it seems that this is merely a reference to a possible future DLC. Which, I mean, fair. I had no way of knowing that. So apparently there's nothing that I currently can do with this thing. Like, nothing in the game is implemented that would allow us to do anything with it. It's just a hint that maybe there's gonna come DLC for Lunacid at some point in time. Which is curious. I was not really aware of that, I think. I am aware that there's a prequel, The Tears of the Moon. But I was not aware of a possible DLC in the future. Oh, hold on. Maybe I was aware and I just forgot. Well, anyway, this item is nothing at this moment, so there's no point in trying to figure out what it means. Great. Which leaves us with fewer things to worry about, which is good. We have 6 Staffs of Osiris now. Wow. So I didn't craft just 1. Right, survey banners also crafted 10 at a time? So that still leaves us with definitely the corrupt key. What do we do with this? Where do we use it? At some point I had the impression that the glitchy icon is indicating that we should find something in this world that is just as glitchy and, in that sense, broken. But I'm starting to revise that impression. Probably there's nothing quite as glitchy out in this world, and we need to find something else that is broken. I mean, it says used somewhere broken, right? How do we find that place that is somewhere broken? Did we speak to Daedalus since we received the broken sword? Daedalus. Hello, Valnek. Please continue your search. These are fascinating. Right? So apparently this is not somewhere broken. The mysterious bit about this phrasing is that there are too many candidates in the game that could qualify as a place that is broken. And so running across the entire world and trying to rule out every single one of them is going to be very time consuming. But I'm starting to lose hope that we have any other means of finding that place. Because honestly, too many places to me feel like the right one, and none of them has been so far. So maybe we'll just continuously try to use that item everywhere we go. Well, alright, we couldn't locate any interactions with the strange key in here. But then again, I was mostly here to talk to Daedalus. And nothing in the library really strikes me as somewhere broken. The Forlorn Arena has many more spots that to me feel broken. Is there any place that is more broken than others? Wait, Suxarian Dagger? That's new. A sharp obsidian knife held by the accursed followers of Suxarius. Those who get close enough to see these implements are often doomed, as combat with Suxarians is shunned almost as much as the Suxarians themselves. So I couldn't really find anything in the arena regarding the broken key, corrupt key. There's somewhere broken for the corrupt key, that's how you phrase that. I couldn't find anything. I mostly went through one of the side areas. I don't believe it will possibly be in any of those side areas, because those just feel too much of a one and done thing. What else qualifies as somewhere broken? Like half the prison is broken. Like all of these tunnels that are collapsed. I mean, it almost feels like I'm running around brute forcing this, but it's more like I want to look at things once more. And while I'm here anyway, I might as well just try. I couldn't really find anything in the prison that was interacting with a strange key. Time to see the horsey. Maybe let's start at the back of the labyrinth and walk our way to the front somehow. Because the final section of the labyrinth is still kind of a question mark for me. We have Uxvehard back here. Probably this is the wrong weapon. Can we Saint Ishi? I don't understand how this is not somewhere broken. So wouldn't it be really cool if there was like a reflection difference between the real world? And so you have to like find the discrepancy kind of thing. Glorious golden Oxyheart, please accept our humble flesh, we who carry your golden essence. Bathe us in radiance. We shed this tainted skin in your name, glorious golden Oxyheart. So I take it they ripped apart their bandages to get a blessing from him? Do we bleed on you? Oh, I can die from bleeding? Wow, I didn't even know that. Seriously? Walls, gold, and light urn. Yeah, if these enemies drop light urns, then maybe we cannot craft them and they just are farmable essentially. Maybe that's how that works and we will not get a recipe for that. I don't know, glorious golden Oxvehar, what should we do with you? I mean, is it not a bit too suspicious that there's exactly this left hand here? And none of our weapons specifically mention that they're made for destroying bone. I mean, if we had something like a bone saw. Any secret passages here? Where did you come from? So does the broken sword change anything about this room then? For passage, 30 tokens of spite must be held by the traveler. These are given by the unnamed primordial god of cruelty whenever a deed is done which delights them. In my lifetimes I have come upon several, which I will list. I mean, I did mention discrepancies between mirror images and the real thing. So the mirror image of the gateway is red and kind of translucent, which is interesting. But nothing here qualifies as being broken. Can we lithomancy anything here? To gain like different results? Go on. Slay a giant of magic we did. Replace a prisoner and an angel. Transmute an animal into a mass of humanoids. Use poison to give separate worlds to the brains and bodies of followers. You know what? It's actually possible that some of these need to be done in this tower with the 50 levels. Because wasn't there a level in that tower that had both the floating brains as well as the mummy bodies of the followers? Disrupt the flow of souls to the afterlife. That's definitely something to do with death approaching. But what and how? Transplant the fingers of the left hand to the right of another. If only there was a left hand where we could collect fingers, but I haven't found one yet. There is a bunch of left hands everywhere, which doesn't help narrow down the search. Desecrate a shrine to an elder being, which we definitely did. Sever a follower of yours into different planes of existence. Does that refer to an NPC? Does that refer to a summonable like our baby skeleton? Does that refer to the wisp familiars that we can summon? Grant healing blood magic to one afflicted, which takes more than it heals. No effect. Do we ritual dagger the skeleton of Uxvehard? I really don't know what to make of any of this. Is there anything in the reflection of Uxvehard that is different? Nothing that I can tell. What does that say? I plead and warn the foolish who may wander past. I have sealed this chamber with righteous tempest. Beyond lies only the regret and refuse of its creation. No, wait, wrong game. Beyond lies the holy seat of gold, the foul source of pale corruption, along with Abdul's wicked experiments. I plead again, do not venture within. So the holy seat of gold is Uxvehard, along with Abdul's wicked experiments. Do not venture within. Wind Sage Ozin the Third. I guess you're an enemy during the full moon then? Do we have to use lithomancy on a corpse of you guys? Because healing blood magic or something? Blood drain on the corpse of one of you guys. No. Oh wait, this is not quick stride. Does any of this qualify as a somewhere broker? Why is this just an enemy behind a door? That's evil. Did we just come through here? Starting to lose my bearings again. Come on. Ocean bone shell. Wait, where did you go? Is it possible that some of the enemies have detachable limbs? I mean, we've seen that we can like remove some limbs from some enemies, but I've never been able to pick up limbs. So transplant the fingers of a left hand to the right of another. Could that refer to an enemy? Where we have to chop off a finger? Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Also, you are special for some reason. Do we need to please the god of cruelty by doing something cruel to you? And you're just unique, you have a different color, a different name. And there even is this like corner on that side where you can peek at this enemy before even reaching by taking the very, very long way around we just took. Mysterious, mysterious. And then there's also this. Have you tried using this right here? Clearly it doesn't work. I am seriously at a loss with regards to this strange key. I don't know what's supposed to be broken. I don't know what the game considers to be like more obviously broken than other stuff. So we have just spent quite a while running through large parts of the prison, pretty much all of the prison, trying to use the strange key. Nothing worked. I went through like half of the arena trying to use the broken, like the strange key somewhere. Nothing worked. I very much doubt that the other half of the arena is gonna be different in that regard. And now we are here at the Labyrinth of Ash, also having tried all kinds of locations for the strange key. Nothing works. I'm seriously at a loss. You know what? I believe we've already tried that previously, but I feel like I need to try again. The strange key to where the VHS recording was. So where was it? Somewhere here? Clearly you're not somewhere broken. I mean, the hint towards finding the strange key was by watching that VHS tape, right? So yeah, I don't know, maybe it was worth a try, maybe it wasn't. I think I will have to get a nudge from my sources, because the explorable space is too big. I just spent about an hour, maybe even more, running around through the arena. The Labyrinth of Ash, the prison, trying to see if any of those had interactions with a strange key anywhere. Because a lot of those areas to me felt like they were broken and in ruin to some degree. Nothing happened. I don't know. It feels like a gigantic waste of time. I think I will get nudges to restrict the explorable space for me a bit. To get like 1 or 2 areas or even sub areas where some progress is to be had, because I don't seem to find anything. The only thing that I have kind of left on my things to try is to go through this tower thing under the lava lake. Maybe something's different there now at the very end where you get the moonlight sword. Now that we have the broken sword in our inventory. Is that going to help restore the blade? I don't know. It's possible. I'm starting to get kind of paranoid about this game. There are too many things that I now would consider possible, that I would have considered more outrageous earlier in the playthrough, but I'm really running out of ideas and options. Each area is so big, each area has so many little corners, potential to hide more hidden doorways, so many broken sections of all kinds of degree of brokenness, if that makes sense. The ones that did strike me, I've tried the strange key on and nothing ever happened. It's very frustrating when none of the things that you try actually work. So in order to reduce the frustration and the thrown away footage for myself, I will get nudges, because this is insanity otherwise. Nothing has any visual similarity with the strange key. Too many things seem to be broken. The video room in the catacombs I've also just tried. Probably again, I've probably tried that in the past with the strange key. Didn't do anything. I mean, that was where we got the... where we watched the VHS tape that even led us to the strange key. So it at least had some connection to the strange key. The visuals of the strange key kind of maybe look like TV static. I mean, we could try the movie room in the castle again, but I'm fairly certain we've already done so. Also, none of the things that we've checked seem to react to the broken blade in any way, shape, or form. Does Clive have another story for us? Why can he not quite tell the story of Calamis? Because that's about himself? Have I ever told you about the fable of the king and the basilisk? No. Well, I can't remember for some reason. There was a king and a famine, I think. And the king sent his knights to help the famine, or with the famine. But something happened. And the realm of the king, the disease, and knight, something about... Oh, I remember. The king wore a brilliant yellow crown, only it wasn't a crown at all, but a halo. A circular blade separating his heart and head. But while he shed his skin, another adorned it like a yellow molded glove. And no matter how much time passed, no matter how many came and left the realm... Wait, no. That's not right, is it? I'm sorry, Valnik. What is that story about? I am so lost. I need a break. Alright, so one day later, and I have received small nudges. As I said earlier, I'm starting to go crazy looking for the secrets in this game. And spending an hour running through the game, not finding anything does not feel great, I have to admit. So I have been told that there is progress to be had in Castle Le Fanu, in the catacombs, and in the arena. We have just recently been in the arena, so I don't want to go back there immediately. I'm more curious about what kind of progress is there in Castle Le Fanu. I'll try that first, see if we can find anything, any form of interaction with the broken sword and anything in the castle. Maybe the strange key will interact with anything in the castle. After that, I will probably check out the catacombs once more. Maybe the strange key will interact with something there. It didn't interact with the VHS playback TV thing, so I don't know. Let's get to the castle. Now, while I have been told there is something in the castle, I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. So it's gonna take a while for us to actually run through the castle, look at things, experiment with a couple of things, probably. When did I get that? Summon Kodama? Summons a forest spirit as a temporary familiar? These spirits are mostly harmless, but will strive to protect the forest or their summoner. When did we receive that? Yeah, I really don't seem to be able to find anything in the castle. Nothing seems to react to the strange key. Spilling blood on anything doesn't do anything. I couldn't collect any form of left hand fingers. Couldn't interact with anything that might qualify as a prisoner. I really cannot think of anything else to try here. Maybe we go to the catacombs? Come on, can we save first? Also, do we have another level up? Wow. Now, I want to enter the catacombs through the forest, actually. Because if I'm remembering correctly, there is a part of this connecting pathway that is kind of a one-way trip. Let's at least get some light going. Can we bleed onto you? Nope. Are your flowers new? Oh wow, look at you. Turn back, nothing but darkness ahead. Now does this qualify as something broken? Light the 3 fires of Prometheus, only then shall vision be restored. I take it that just merely means that you cannot really see the ghosts until you lit all the fires of Prometheus. Because now they're very easily visible, right? At this point, I'd almost be surprised if there's anything more to that statement. Do we bleed onto a ghost? Oh my goodness, I don't like you. Why is there a mimic here? Has there always been a mimic here? And why did it start attacking us without us even trying to open a chest? What's going on here? Don't you dare steal my silver. This feels very different. I don't recall ever having done anything like this here. Fool's gold? Why do these mimics suddenly appear everywhere? What is going on? This never used to happen. What is different? It's not a full moon right now, so... What did I do? None of the mimics seem to drop anything? Is it just that the game decided, oh, you're above level 100, maybe we should just throw more difficult enemies at you that jump out of unsuspecting corners? Maybe the mimics only appear because we have too much money. Now this is leading back up into one of the graves. Will a mimic spawn next to where death approaches now? Will those two fight and the mimic will take down death? I mean, that would be kind of awesome, but somewhat doubt that. Because I still have no idea what we did to trigger these mimics approaching in the first place. Now over here, what do we do and how do we do it? Oh my goodness. Do we need for death to approach? Or do we need to wait for death to approach? And have the mimic attack them? But I didn't really want to risk being killed by the mimic first. None of the mimics seems to drop anything. Now death approaches. which is phenomenal because I still don't know what to do with the death. This is bad. I need to equip my quick stride to run away from death. No, this is quick stride. Great, everything's dark. How do we interact with death? I'm having a really stupid idea right now. Let us just run from death for way too long until he gives up. Will that make sense? I don't think we've ever tried that. Because I truly don't know what else to do with death. We cannot truly trap him anywhere. He goes through walls. Should we lead him somewhere? I had the impression that once we leave the mausoleum, he stops chasing us. Oh, this is bad. Oh man. Oh no, death caught us. So that didn't do anything? So just running away didn't work. The mimics don't seem to be reappearing. I am so lost. How is there progress to be had in the accursed tomb? I've been to pretty much all the places. I don't know what to try anymore. The game doesn't really provide any form of hints, right? Because my problem is these rituals of Abdul, they're too ambiguous. The only thing that I figured out was to slay the Jotun. But there I had a second information source that actually told us that Jotuns are giant beasts of magic. I don't feel like I had any other form of information source that would connect in any way to the rituals of Abdul, which is mind-boggling. Because I don't know how to proceed from here. We ran through the castle now. Nothing really happened, nothing stood out, nothing worked in terms of interaction. We just ran through the entire accursed tomb, even having some kind of chase sequence with death again. Trying to outrun death for a longer period of time, which didn't seem to work. I don't see anything here. I mean, the only other space that I have been told to re-investigate was the arena. With the additional information that whatever it is that is left in the arena is actually more difficult to find than in the other two locations, which is not very reassuring. Is that the moon liquid that's dropping down? We cannot get up anywhere. I'm wondering if there's some way to go like further up somewhere here in the arena. Well, we've spent another 1.5 hours about. Not achieving anything. I'm honestly at a complete loss. Did I ever tell you about the Wicked King of Rats? You did, but it's been forever since you did so. The legend goes that long ago, during the first age of magic, a witch king ruled in a starving kingdom. While his magic was great, he withheld the castle's bountiful provisions and let his kingdom wither. Let them eat the rats, he declared to his knights, who eventually betrayed him. He was not sentenced to death by his knights, but exiled in the cavernous depths carved from the flowing moonlight. His eyes were plucked out so he could never look up from the well. One of his arms was cut off so he could never climb out. And rats surrounded him, his only nourishment. Over the years he would continuously starve but never died. Using the last of his magic, the exiled Witch King turned himself to stone. And the legend goes that in the deepest reaches of the depths, there is a crumbling statue of him, one worshipped by rats. At least I think that's how it happened. My memory ain't that good. Now, is that a connection to the fingers of a left hand or a right hand or something? Do we need to give the Rat King fingers again? It's a stretch. I just don't know how to deal with anything anymore. I'm going to be honest. I'm starting to get frustrated by how obtuse the game is. I found it endearing to a certain degree when we were still making progress, but since the last almost 2 hours of footage had pretty much... No, it's more than 2 hours. Almost 4 hours of footage. There wasn't any progress whatsoever. So either the game is truly needlessly obtuse, or I am just unable to see what I need to do. So I have kind of caved in. I was so frustrated with not finding anything specifically in the arena, considering that we've been there multiple times, found multiple question mark doors. Nothing quite stood out, nothing interacted with this broken key, corrupt key. So I looked up, or I started looking up what to do in the arena, and I saw a screenshot of a place that I've just inspected, but kind of discarded instantly. So let's go there again. It looked like behind one of the question mark doors was like an elevated ledge or something, which didn't quite look like you could stand on it, nor did it look like you could get anywhere from there. So there wasn't like an obvious opening. But apparently you can get up there. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there is an opening up there. I did not see that opening when I looked at this ledge here. Man, it really does not help that there are just many mysterious dead ends in the game that never do anything, so you kind of start discarding most of them. We get new music? Where are we? Now, can we safely swim here? can't use what in water? Oh wow. Wow. What? So there was an opening down there, but... But first try to get up top. How did we just jump so high? No, that's not how we jumped. Well, maybe we go into this opening then. Great, another labyrinth? No. Just a path through? What? Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, this is different. Okay, we had seen this from the outside. Oh. Watch it be a mimic. No. Fractured death? What? Don't tell me this is an ingredient. A pale, translucent gemstone. A dense vapor is caught inside, said to be the first water. Say what? Okay. So would we need that for the blade? Let's go talk to Etna. Also, wait, can we even go back? Where did we come from? Okay. Ha! Right, so from here you just see the item. I get it, okay. So this is still nothing broken. Oh man. So this feels a bit more like the spot where we found the Blessed Wind weapon. Man, but I mean, sure, you can kind of see it. Okay, let's go talk to Edna. So, Edna. Broken sword. So I guess we need something more? Okay, so now that we've found one elevated ledge in the Forlorn Arena, I actually kind of wouldn't be surprised if there's actually a second one on the other side. Let's check again, looking up then. Yeah, these swords were one of the reasons why I kept on thinking that maybe there's something further up. Okay, that looks funny. What? They have an elevated question mark door? Are you serious? This is insanity. You're supposed to see this. This is craziness. Why does the Karen flight just sometimes not do anything? Wow. Okay. So after we've been to the water section, now we get an earth section? Yeah, I guess so. More question mark doors. No. Oh. There it goes down. Fractured life. A dark opaque gemstone within it holds a single feathered strand of an unborn angel. Okay. Wow, man, these were some pretty well hidden items, I have to admit. Although maybe to my credits, I was kind of suspicious of the open nature of parts of the arena from the start. I just did not expect them to have like an opening that you can hardly see in the water section, like high up, and then a question mark door that is elevated. I mean, I was kind of joking about having an elevated question mark door somewhere in the Temple of Silence in one of the first couple of episodes, I think. But I'm so flabbergasted that they actually have something like this. I mean, at least from the outside, it looks a bit fishy if you continue looking up. But, I mean, honestly, visibility is kind of tricky here. Oh, man. Alright, Edna, I think we have to do a thing. Limbo? Was that a weapon? So the repaired broken blade is now called Limbo. A result of perfected alchemical processes, a balance held delicately in the twilight of light and dark prevents curse and blindness from ailing the user and does both light and dark damage. Fascinating. Prevents curse. Would that be something we could try against death? Because its ingredients mention life and death, right? Is that? Okay, I'm gonna quickly run down to try using this against death. Maybe this is not even gonna work when we need to use it somewhere else. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, it's not even particularly strong. What's going on? Where's death? There we go. Whoa! Death has died? I was just about to say it doesn't do anything, but back when life was first expelled, a farmer, their flock they held, clutching life, they did weep so. Death became the end we know. No matter strife or fear or rage, it seeks out and unlocks life's cage. While we hate to hear it so, death has us love the life we know. Okay. Death is gone. Is there something we can do with this weapon now? Because we didn't get strange coins, did we? We did. Holy smokes. I didn't see the message. I only saw death died. Okay. Still have not figured out what to do with this strange key, though. It does not quite answer the question, what else is here? In the catacombs. Because when I had asked for nudges, where to go look for progress, the accursed tomb was the first thing on that list. And I doubt I received that because of this interaction with death now. So I'm suspecting there is something else in the accursed tomb that I'm not aware of yet. But hey, after finally finding these weird ledges in the arena, we have solved 3 of Abdul's rituals. Can we now look around here a bit more, now that death no longer haunts us? Oh, can we maybe now use this scythe to cut off fingers of a left hand? Wouldn't that be something? Huh. We have only ever found 2 of the black books, right? And Daedalus keeps on talking as if there's another one somewhere. Oh wow, we'll have to upgrade this weapon. Huh. Or maybe we just go check out what's up there in the portal of Abdul. There's no more music anywhere here. Mysterious, mysterious. Wait, read? Oh. Game. I couldn't move there for a second. It's completely dark here. It never was quite so dark down here, was it? Or maybe it was initially and then it turned brighter after we turned on the lights? Why is it so dark again? Let's go check out that passage. I'm too curious. Whoa! What is happening? Everything is different. Music is different. There's new enemies. What's going on? What in the world? Are the specters around now because we stopped death from collecting them? The atmosphere is instantly different. Wow. Can we do something with Uxvehard now? fingers of a left hand? Come on. Huh. Oh, I forgot that we actually see the weapon experience in the top right anyway. I don't need to check the menu. Okay, so is this gonna be another ending? Actually, hold on a second. Should we try like light reveal on these? So they mostly take light damage, okay. I guess I can get behind that. What's going on? Why are there so many of them? Are they just respawning endlessly? What's going on? We just run through the gate? I guess somebody was attacking us. Wow. Wow, okay. Well, that's foreboding. You've made it to another realm, one full of life and joy. But slowly you realize that you cannot move, you cannot do anything other than observe. And along with you came a plague. An unnatural demon relishing in its newfound territory. Howls and delights. You've doomed an entire new world to terror and cruelty. Well, that's definitely the good ending. If it is an ending at all. I mean, we're back in the menu. What? Why are we here? You know what? Don't we have this crystal shard? I've pretty much never used them. Let's go back to Wang's Rest. What's going on? What happened? Is that because we cursed everyone? Weapon is not ready. What is going on? This game is insane. You know what? Let's just save. Okay, maybe level up a bit. I don't know what any of this means now, so we probably got another ending, I guess. Now all NPCs are gone, which is definitely not terrible, because I was thinking about maybe buying new health potions now that we're kind of low. But I guess that's not a thing anymore. The relaxing music is gone. Everything feels terrible. Now isn't that a productive day? Wow, man. It took me forever to find anything. But after at least looking up that there is elevated ledges in the Forlorn Arena, that my like vague gut feeling about there being something elevated is actually true. We were able to figure things out fairly quickly in the end, which is fascinating. I still have not found any use for the corrupt key, and I don't know honestly if I have more energy to pour into this game without looking anything up. It's possible that I will just end the playthrough here, because I feel satisfied after 2 endings. I'm kind of saturated with Lunacid for now. It just takes forever to find stuff when it's so well hidden. What a fascinating experience, I have to say. The sense of mystery, the sense of wonder was absolutely excellent. Now, the last couple of puzzles that we struggled with in the last 2 or 3 episodes were pretty tough, I have to say. We're still missing one of the alchemy recipes, I think. So I'm wondering if now I have locked myself out of a lot of the possible progress that we could have had. I don't know, but I guess it's something to figure out for another day. I'm so fascinated by this game. There were so many interesting interactions, so many unexpected things happening, so many crazy experiments just working. But then when you're kind of running out of things that can actually happen, it's natural that progress will come to a crawl in a way. I'm still flabbergasted that we've managed to only then figure out 3 out of the, 12 different rituals of Abdul? I have no idea how to do this thing with Prisoner and Angel, the left hand and the right hand, like the followers and the brains. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough as much as I did. I thank you all for watching. And I hope I will see you on another journey sometime.